If you fall down one of these holes here, you're not getting out. It's been knocked down a few times because of heavy earthquakes. Georgia has so much variety, it's amazing. So now, basically just walking up a vertical cliff. Stranded in the middle of nowhere in a dirt road. Bit of a dilemma here so far. Nice to meet you guys. Pretty good elevation. That's where we just came from. This place is called the Silk Road Corridor. To the border of Turkey.
Borjomi!
And apparently it was one of the most important fortresses in this region here. Who knows what will happen in the future if we'll be able to make it back. We're gonna go into the city, see if we can find a motorbike. Good morning guys. Today we are leaving the Kuriani and we are heading to Tabetskuri, which is a lake, beautiful big lake. And then after that we're going to Vardzia, which has some amazing built into the rock, old civilization kind of things. It'll be cool. Now we just got to hitchhike to the lake. Yesterday we kind of just took it easy and hung out in this town here, but today we are back on it, back on the hitchhiking game. See how we go today. Bit of a dilemma here so far. Kind of like turned up this road that looked like an official road on maps, but as you can see there's not much traffic, really small dirt road, and all the traffic's turning off down another dirt road to the village we went in the last video. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. Can't really guarantee anything at this stage. Put our thumbs out for a bit and see what happens, I guess.
Aka asuna წავიდე და დაბაწყური აქეთ.
Okay.
აქამდე აგიყვანთ თქვენ თუ გინდათ.
Kilometer?
14 კილომეტრი აქედან აქამდე. დაბაწყური. აქედან ეხლა აქედან აქამდე.
Madloba. Ciao. So basically what the story is we waited there for about 10 minutes and not one car drove past apart from one guy that you just saw, and he offered to take us part of the way, but then we'd still be like stranded in the middle of nowhere in a dirt road with a very low probability of a car driving past. So Quinn came up with the idea of we'll head into the city and see if there's any motorbikes for hire. So we're gonna go into the city, see if we can find a motorbike. Failing that, we'll have to go to Vardzia and we'll put off Tabetskuri for another time, the lake. It's all up in the air at the moment, but that's how it normally is with us, so see what happens. Found a bike shop, time to inquire. Yeah. But money. Sad news on the quad bike front. We were expecting like kind of an old crappy kind of quad bike to show up, and this guy shows up with this like really high power brand new quad bike, and he was offering like a guided tour all the way out to the lake and back, and it was like way out of our price range.
It was about $130 US.
Obviously we had to decline that kind offer. We've decided to miss the lake this time around. Who knows what will happen in the future if we'll be able to make it back, but we weren't expecting it to be in such an isolated location, especially with the roads. You know, we were expecting a sealed road and it was a dirt road with no cars going down it, and that's just kind of what happens sometimes when you're this spontaneous. You know, you can't always take the cookie.
We've picked some pretty far out places to go, not so touristy. Sometimes that puts places too far out of reach.
Yeah, definitely.
It's one thing seeing it and finding out about it on the internet. Coming to the country and actually doing it on foot is a whole different story.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. So we have come to the bus station and we are going to go to the next town with a bus that's going to cost like $1. Then from there we'll hitchhike to Vardzia. You know, it's all fun. You always look back on these moments and laugh anyway. See what the rest of the day has in store.
Vardzia?
Vardzia.
Yeah.
Borjomi mere Vardzia. Borjomi?
Borjomi.
Vardzia?
Yeah,
This one?
Borjomi, then Borjomi Vardzia.
What
Yeah.
time? Time?
3.
Okay.
We speak English story. Nova Zealand English story.
Nova Zealand.
Georgian a little bit.
Madloba. Madloba.
ახალციხე.
Vardzia?
აქედან ახალციხე. ბატონ ვარდ.
Okay.
ახალციხე ვარდ.
Madloba.
ბატონ ვარდ.
Madloba. Alright guys, so I made it to Borjomi. Now we have to get a bus to Vardzia. Worked out pretty well. The buses are really cheap, so we thought we'd get a couple buses today because of the amount of hitchhiking we're doing. And then when we get to Vardzia, our accommodation is about 9 kilometers out of Vardzia, but there should be some like cool fortresses and stuff around there, so we'll do a bit of exploring, and then tomorrow we'll go to the like ancient civilizations, which look pretty epic. Made it to another town. Now we've got to find another bus to get to Vardzia. So many watermelons in these countries. And up here there's a sign to the border of Turkey. Pretty cool. You can definitely see the landscapes are changing quite dramatically. All the trees are dying down and a lot more like Middle Eastern looking. So we just stumbled across this random castle in this place that we stopped to get the bus. The bus doesn't leave. Hello. The bus doesn't leave for another 40 minutes. We figure we can go up to this little fort here and then get back down in time to grab the bus. Try to fit in some adventure in between all the roads. Made it to the top of one of these towers here, and there was a sign down there saying this place is called the Silk Road Corridor. That's pretty cool, but I don't have much more information on it, as like I said, we just kind of turned up here and saw it from the bus station because we got like a half-an-hour window to fill. Oh, there goes my hat. Pretty cool little gem to stumble across.
On that little thing outside.
Very interesting little spot here. Looks like it's got a huge influence from the Middle East, you know. Buildings are starting to change and stuff. Georgia has so much variety, it's amazing. It's like everywhere you go, it's a complete change of scenery. There's so much variety in this country, it's pretty amazing. Everything's changing all the time, you know, mountains, crazy little cities, views like this. Anyway, I think we better go jump on the bus now and head to Vardzia.
Gosh, the world's so bad, it's trying to drive me insane, man. What? Great gosh, I need some bad, about to drive me insane, man. Kick it, Rick. Are you peeping this floozy? Oh, greetings, excuse me. Can't believe how many times I had to eat the
Okay, so we made it to our guest house. Nice little village here, about 9 k's out of Vardzia. The guest house is pretty nice too. It's just somebody's house nestled right inside the valley here with the river. We thought we'd go for a walk up this hill here, across the valley. Goodbye. Pretty cool spot. You can see there's cows on the street. Shouldn't take too long to get up the top. Hopefully catch the sunset on the other side. Very interesting country here. As I said, it's completely changed. It's a lot more barren and dry and stuff. Majaba.
Hello, what's your name?
Quinn. Nick. You?
My name is Rati, it's Taran.
Nice to meet you guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. So now, basically just walking up a vertical cliff so we can get there before the light goes away. Hard work, but gaining some pretty good elevation. Some beautiful views too. That was intense, but here's the top. So steep. Made it. Amazing. Landscape's completely different than other parts of Georgia. Amazing. Definitely be fun exploring around this area tomorrow. So there's a little plaque here about this tower, and apparently it was one of the most important fortresses in this region here. It was captured by the Ottomans, and then in 1828 it was returned to the Georgians. It's been knocked down a few times because of heavy earthquakes. They rebuilt it, but now it looks like it's not really maintained, but it'd be amazing. See that little dot there on that castle fortress? I don't know if you can make it out, but that's Quinn. He took like another route up, so I like got out quite far back there where the cross was. But he went around the bottom here. Catch up with him over here. Looks like he's found a pretty cool spot. So this fortress up here must be the main one they were talking about on that sign back there. That little bit of ruin there is obviously where it used to lead to, but obviously you can see here it's pretty amazing. Not a bad little adventure for 7:30 PM after a day of travelling. That's Quinn. So now I'm standing where Quinn had his legs hanging over. Amazing. Pretty scary track coming out, like a big drop off. That's where we just came from. That's where I was reading that sign. And our guest house is right down there. Down there. If you fall down one of these holes here, you're not getting out. If you come here, just be very careful. There's these huge well things. Crazy. Into oblivion. So I don't really see any better place to end the video today, and also it's getting dark, but I will just finish on the note that as we ran into our issues earlier today with not being able to get to the lake, you can't always win in Georgia, but most of the time you do. Come to Georgia, have an amazing time. We will see you tomorrow for some more adventures around Vardzia here. Thanks for watching, guys.
If I am lost for a day, try to find me. But if I don't come back, then I won't look behind me. And all of the things that I thought were so easy just got harder and harder each day.